This is a special edition of the Heart and Wrestling Show. I'm Over Muniz. And yes, normally we will take our breaks after SummerSlam, and wait until after Labor Day weekend, but things are just getting hot. It is fire. The post production of the Vince McMahon retirement is in full effect, and I just want to just break it down to you once again. What's going on this week in the WWE? Because man, this is outstanding. And this show is brought to you by the CNJ Sports Network. Visit hhwshow.com for the latest news, predictions, and all of professional wrestling. And before we get started, let me zoom in real quick. The Ultimate Woman of Wrestling is on schedule for the month of August. The UWW number 3. That's right. The third episode of Ultimate Woman of Wrestling will be coming soon. And this is what they had stated. We are excited to announce that the Ultimate Woman of Wrestling is in negotiations with multiple venues concerning the location of UWW number 3. More seats, better ticket prices. Also, Southern California, the UWW will be coming your way in the very near future. Stay tuned. And that just means that within the first 2 episodes that they had, it was outstanding. And numbers are getting bigger and bigger, and it's just pretty much the all-stars of all women wrestling in one platform. So congratulations to UWW, Jenny Santana, big shout out, and to everyone participating in the Ultimate Woman of Wrestling. Moving on, I love this picture, man. This has been trending so much everywhere, whether it's Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Vince McMahon. This is the post era of the Vince McMahon, right? After his retirement, Triple H is taking over, and it just seems like things are getting pieced together how it should have been. Okay. We noticed that the superstars from the original NXT transitioning to the main roster was not fitting, but I guess Triple H is making it happen. It is just fitting. And we're going to stay tuned because what I'm about to present to you is facts. And it's a game changer, man. It is a game changer. So check it out. Let's start with Ciampa. Ciampa has been the all-star, the face of NXT, to move to the main roster just to be a shadow of The Miz. Wow. You know, you scratch your head like this guy was Diesel, right? He is the champ. And all of a sudden, he's a mid-carder. You know, we wouldn't expect that out of Ciampa. Now he has an opportunity now because of what had happened this past Monday on Monday Night Raw. 2 triple threat matches and then one-on-one. It just ended up that Ciampa was facing AJ Styles for the chance to be the number 1 contender for United States Championship. And then, yes, it is official. Ciampa did defeat AJ Styles to clinch his way in for a title match. It will happen this Monday on Monday Night Raw, the United States Championship, Bobby Lashley versus Ciampa. It's fabulous. Now, when I make that prediction that Ciampa's going to win, well, you know, I wish that the title wasn't defended so soon, but it is what it is. I got to give a slight edge to Bobby Lashley right now, but I wish that this championship will go on to the premium level. But I wouldn't be surprised if Ciampa does come out victorious because that also gives a chance for Bobby Lashley to try to chase for a world title. Breaking news that happened this week was Ronda Rousey had been fined an undisclosed amount and suspended after attacking an official at SummerSlam. Now, originally when I heard about this, I had thought that Ronda Rousey was going to take a significant time, but you know, Michael Cole said on Smackdown that she will not be around this Friday. Does that mean she will be around next week? It's kind of hard to tell right now. I would have liked for her to take a time off, a break in between the show, just to do what she does best and then come back at a later time, you know, maybe by the Royal Rumble or so. But if she does come sooner, it'll be pretty interesting to see what direction she will go, because technically Liv Morgan did not win that match, and Liv Morgan failed to address the WWE Universe and all the fans the truth about the match. So there's a lot of angles to place, but we'll tune into that in just a moment. But the shocking is, you look at these three superstars, it pretty much resemble a little bit like the Shield, right? They're taking over, but there ain't that many female superstars. But Bayley is the ringleader here, and soon enough, you know, could we see these three female superstars take all the gold? I mean, look, we got a tag team championship coming up, and then who is Bianca Belair going to defend the women's Raw championship? Great question, right? We'll have to see about what's going to happen on Monday Night Raw. As you see, they are just beating their way through and running out the competition. But expect a six-person tag team match happening this Monday Night Raw. Again, this is hot news. I'm sold in this, and I think everyone should too, because this is going to be the epitome of the women's revolution here. This is what was supposed to happen a long time ago, and it's happening now. Also, the Street Profits with Seth Rollins. I mean, look, we thought that the Street Profits were going to split up, but they haven't. Okay. And it just seems like maybe Seth Rollins is just matching up one by one. He already defeated Montez Ford, but could he defeat his partner, Angela Dawkins? Let's see about that, because that is stirring the pot, and maybe we'll see that this Monday Night Raw. And the Women's Tag Team Championship Tournament will begin this Monday Night Raw, but we don't even know who's going to be involved. How many tag teams will be there? Are they going to be formulated at the last minute? All right. Or is it the truth that Naomi and Sasha Banks are back, and that they will continue to compete for those tag team titles? Man, there's just so much information, and I know everyone's going to make a prediction about who's going to be what here and there, but I have to say that if Naomi and Sasha Banks are back and they remain as tag teams, I could see them going against Bayley's squad. Okay, I haven't even come up with a name or what their name is, but Bayley's squad seems to be like Dakota Kai or Iyo Sky. I could see that match happening in the finals. So we'll see, right? We'll see. Okay. Smackdown today, we saw 7 superstars to try to be the number 1 contender for Liv Morgan's SmackDown Women's Championship. And the winner, which I have predicted beforehand, was Shayna Baszler. It just made sense. All right. Now, originally I was going to have to show and make an assumption what's going to happen for the Clash of the Castle, but it's already there, man. Shayna Baszler does deserve it, and if it's fitting, because it's Liv Morgan. We already see Liv Morgan with Natalia. I thought that storyline was going to pick up, but it didn't. So I'm glad that the Gauntlet match happened, but now you see Liv Morgan against Shayna Baszler, and I am predicting right now that Shayna Baszler will be the next SmackDown Women's Champion. Now, I don't know what's up with Ronda Rousey, how she fits in and all this, but I definitely could see Shayna taking over SmackDown Women's Division by storm. And the Judgment Day, we're going to see Edge versus Judgment Day this Monday. But the thing is, who's going to be at Edge's side? Is it still going to be the Mysterios, or is there something more beefing up? Or can we get some NXT personnel that haven't gotten the spotlight that were well deserved to be in the main roster? Who knows? Or will we get more people that were released, come back to the WWE and join Edge and maybe have a 3-on-3 or a mixed tag or whatever case may be? I just don't think Edge could do this all by himself. Who will be there with Edge? That is the big question. And the Intercontinental Championship will be defended next week on SmackDown. Shinsuke Nakamura versus Gunther. Look, man, Gunther is the real deal. Shinsuke is a former Intercontinental Champion, but I'm not ready to throw that away for Gunther. Gunther will remain as the Intercontinental Championship. It could be a disqualification next week to, again, move on and have this match where it's supposed to be at Clash of the Castle. Now, yes, I love how the titles are being defended, but can we get that Intercontinental Championship in the premium level? That's all I'm saying. All right. And then at the end, the biggest shocking ever. It's a shocker. Yes. Roman Reigns is the undisputed champion. But we're supposed to get Drew McIntyre, right? But before all the chaos has happened, you see, okay, the Usos. Now look at Jey Uso's face right there, staring at a wannabe bloodline. That is a wannabe bloodline. All right. Sami Zayn is a wannabe who wants to fit in the crowd. I mean, he's like, a little itch that's always in the way. But what about if I tell you that maybe he knew what was happening and only wanted to talk to Roman Reigns, but the Usos didn't listen? Okay. Jay is mad of him always trying to come around, right? It's a little complicated than what it is. You always had that guy that always wanted to be around your group, but you don't want him to be around. That's Sami Zayn, right? But maybe he knew something and wasn't given that opportunity. And this where we at, okay? And that opportunity is this. Killer Kross is back on WWE, which I had a fabulous time to meet this guy at Northeast Wrestling. He is back, and he looks stronger than ever. He has hair now, okay? But the TikTok is on for the Bloodline. Yes, it is going to happen. I'm telling you right now, if there's any superstar that could take down the Bloodline, it is Killer Kross. That's right. Or Karrion Kross. However you want to say his name or whatever it is, Kross is back. He is the guy, not Drew McIntyre, not anyone. And, I know I said Seth Rollins, but Seth Rollins could kiss that goodbye because Karrion Kross is back and with Scarlett, and he is lethal. And I'm going to tell you right now, if the Usos think that they can interfere and get involved, they're in the world of hurt because, as I said it before on the podcast, I said it with Steve, to make them vulnerable, it is this. Take out the tag team champs, and you got yourself with him and Roman Reigns alone. It's a wrap. It really is. So stay tuned to this. I don't know how far this is going to go. Remember, Drew McIntyre is the number one contender for the Undisputed World Championship. But could that change? And therefore, Karrion Kross takes over and eliminates the Bloodline in one shot. It can happen. So stay tuned to that. And there it is. Hey, listen, I'm going to give you more updates later on this week because next Saturday is Northeast Wrestling. I will have updates. Probably not much of the fantasy bookings, but I'll tell you what, I will have my prediction once everything's set in stone. But that's Northeast Wrestling. But here on WWE, it is awesome. It is epic. It is the highest ratings, okay, this week than ever before. And we got to say thank you to Triple H and the rest of the staff, the writers and everything that finally getting things right. I just feel like all those wrongdoings are being fixed immediately. So I got to say congratulations. I'm psyched and I'm waiting to see what's going to happen this Monday on Raw and definitely next week on SmackDown. Thank you for everyone for watching the show. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Facebook and on Instagram. I'm Over Muniz. And once again, you're listening to the Hard Hitting Wrestling Show.